Welcome to Basement MTG with me, a nerd in his basement. In this video, I'll be testing my red-green deck I call the Forest Fire deck. Don't tell Smokey the Bear, but I am going to be burning some forests. And I'm going to test it against the self-playing deck Battle the Horde. Testing against the Battle the Horde deck is a good way to play your decks against some sort of opponent if you're on your own. Want to see what kind of plays you get. It's one of the ways I like to do it. So let's get into it. This deck is built casually, as all my decks are. It's not made for any tournaments or anything like that. I also like to say I don't claim to be an expert or know everything. I just like playing for fun. But I do like this deck when it gets going. It's a nice concept, getting some land acceleration, sacking some lands for certain benefits. Let's see how it goes. Well, I have no mountain, but it's a Colony Heart Expedition. That should be just fine. With the Horde, we play 3 turns, and then the Horde starts, so we'll get that going. And I'll play the Colony Heart Expedition. It has landfall. When a land comes in, you put a quest counter on it. When it has 3 quest counters, you sack it and search your library for 2 basic lands. Put them on the battlefield tapped. Another forest. Alright. Play Cursor of Crufix. Centaur, playing with the top card of my library revealed. I can play the top card if it's a land. When a land enters, gain a life. I'll put the counter over here for the land coming in. Now the Horde will go. 2 cards first. They are both creatures. 2/3 and a 2/2. And all the Minotaurs in here besides the 5/4 have haste, attack each turn of Fable. 5/4 comes in tapped. So it doesn't attack the first turn, but for this one, I'll block the 2/2 with the 2/4 here. And take the 2. Now this turn when I play the forest, not only get the counter, I'll also gain a life. What am I doing? Not at 20. Alright. And we'll play Nissa, Vastwood Seer. When she enters, search your library for a basic forest, put it in your hand. Then when a land enters, if there are 7 or more lands, we can exile her and flip her to the Planeswalker. But we are not there yet. So, 2 cards from the Horde. It's that 5/4 I was talking about. Comes in tapped. Each Minotaur can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures this turn, so they basically have menace. Now in these situations, you kind of make your choice. If I were to block with both of them, I of course could decide, oh, he'll deal the damage to the 2/4, which no real person would do that. They would kill Nissa. So I'm going to try to play how an opponent would play with that in mind, and I'm just going to take the 2. Oh, that should have been revealed, but I'm drawing it anyway. And that's revealed. Now I like this terrain generator in this deck, and it's actually, I have the card in my hand why it's good. So this one you can tap 2, put a basic land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Now aggressive mining, you cannot play lands, but you can sacrifice a land to draw 2 cards, activate it once each turn. Now drawing cards is amazing. So I like that, but not playing lands is no good, but that's why in this type of deck there are lots of ways. Colony, Hard Expedition, Terrain Generator. Well, I guess you still have to play lands for this, but if you can get them in, that can get you more in. Accelerate up a little bit. So I will play that. And gain a life. And I'll get the third quest counter. And I'm going to search up 2 mountains. Finally get those mountains out here. I don't know where they all are. In tapped. Not that I needed them that badly, but yet. And then once those come in, not only I'll gain 2 life, but then the 7th land will have come in. Can flip this. Nissa Sage Animist. I'll +1 to reveal the top card of the library, which is already revealed. If it's a land, put it on the battlefield, otherwise put it in my hand. Well, it's a land, so I'll put it on the battlefield and gain a life. Now I need that other dice. Does not say come in tapped. And also play Freyalise, Llanowar's Fury. This is a nice one for if you're not playing lands with the aggressive mining or something like that. You can get out the Elf Druids that can tap to add mana. So, let's see. I won't search too hard, but I found an Elf Warrior at least. Put that out as we +1 to get a 1/1 Elf Druid. The only thing is it can tap to add 1 forest. And after that, I'm going to end turn and let the Horde go. 2 cards, both creatures. 2/2 and a 3/2. Now that 5/4 is attacking. I'm going to block the 3/2 with the 2/4. And since I don't really care to take 5, I'll block with the 1/1 elf. And then take 4. I don't think I gained a land for or a life for some of these lands, but that's all right. Reveal the top. It's a land. I'm going to play the land from the top. Gain the life. Up the next one. It's another Cursor of Kruphix on top, which I'll +1 Sage Animist to reveal the top. If it's a land, put it on the battlefield. If not, it goes in my hand. Reveal the top. I'll then play this other Cursor of Kruphix. +1 Freyalise to get that token back. I'm tempted to play the aggressive mining now. I don't know. Could always use the terrain generator to get other lands in. Maybe I'll hold off for a bit here and I'll play this Turn Timber Sour instead. Whenever one or more lands are put in the graveyard from anywhere. Up here. Create a 0/1 plant token. Sacrifice 3 creatures and return a land from the graveyard to your hand. So far I haven't had to do much sacking of lands, but this deck does kind of build them up first before you want to do all that. So I think with that, end turn, let the Horde go. I got 2/3. And all Minotaurs gain first strike and must be blocked if able. Well, alright. I'll block the 5/4 again with the token. Block the 2/3 with a 3/3. And the 2/2 with a 2/4, 2/3 with a 2/4. So this one will survive. And this one. These two go. Token goes. And then it'll be my turn. Oh, good. Titania. That is what I want as well for this deck. So I'll +1 Sage Animus to get it in my hand. And, oh, these are +2. I have not been +2ing that. So it should be at 7, so I'll go up to 9 then by +2ing again here to get the elf back. Okay, now that I have the Myriad Landscape and a lot of lands, I might be tempted for that aggressive mining. Play a forest first, gain 2 life, 1 for each of the Cursor of Krufix. Well, whatever, I'll just tap them all. Play Titania, Protective Argoth. Actually, okay. No, that would not be the right order to do this. And I'm going to first play Aggressive Mining. No, oh man, it's tough decisions. This deck, as it gets going, does give you the options for a lot of different things to do and consider. I think first things first, I'm going to sack Myriad Landscape. Even though Titania's not out yet for the sacking benefit of getting the 5/3 token, I'm going to get those lands in first. That way when she comes in, I have a land in the graveyard to get back in my hand. Which I'll look at that more closely here in a second. I'll do 2 mountains since I have so many forests. They come in tapped. They do have to be the same color land for Myriad Landscape. So these will come in tapped and I'll gain 2 life. That other dice. Okay, now I'll play Titania. So when she enters the battlefield, return target land from the graveyard to the battlefield. When that comes in, I'll gain 2 life. Oh, I believe it should be 2 more from, because there's 2 of these. Forgive me for my mistakes. I am a human nerd. So now the other ability on Titania, she's a 5/3. Whenever a land I control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 5/3 elemental token on the battlefield. But at this moment, I'm going to leave things as is and let the Horde take its 2. A 4/1 and another sorcery that gives a menace till end of turn. So I'll block the 4/1 with the 2/4 and the 1/1 token. I'll block the 2/3 with the 3/3 and the 5/3. So that will go. This will go. And if it was me, oh wait, yeah. If I was the opponent, well, jeez, another mistake. I'm forgetting that I put a land in the graveyard and I should have a 0/1 plant. Goodness. Get my head on straight here. So in that case, I can block the 4/1 with just the 2 tokens. They'll die. The 2/3 with these, and I'll just take the 5. All right. If I could make any more mistakes, I would. Which I already was. This wasn't revealed. Play a land, gain 2 life. +1 this to reveal the top. It's Rampaging Baloth. 6/6 trample, landfall. When a land comes in, get a 4/4. Now this is an excellent card to have paired with the aggressive mining. So as I'm sacking lands to draw cards, eventually if I'm getting too low, pop this out, get them all back. Which means it is time to play the aggressive mining. Start getting some card drawing going on. Frey at least could draw me some cards now too. But I do like getting that token out for a little defense. Now before I start sacking lands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to play Phylath World Sculptor. When it enters, get a 0/1 plant for each basic land I control. Has landfall. When a land comes in, you put 4 1/1 counters on a plant you control. So when it enters, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 0/1 plants. I'll +2 to get the elf back. I'll then tap 2, get rid of Myriad, 2 lands, the same type in tapped. I'm going to go with mountains again. And we'll have 6 mountains, 6 forests in right now. Now when those come in, I'm going to gain a life twice for them, so that's 4 life to 27. And also that's 2 lands entering, so 2 plants will get 4 1/1 counters on them. Let's see, I'm going to use a different token. So this will go down to 8 0/1s. And we'll use this goat to be the other plants that have, there'll be 2 goats or plants with 4 1/1 counters on them. Now things are starting to kick off a bit in this. Now also, I sacked Myriad Landscape and would get a 5/3 elemental from Titania. And another 0/1 plant from him when that gets sacked. A lot of triggers going on now. And before I end my turn, I'm going to, since I can only do it once a turn, I'm going to want to sack land for aggressive mining. That gets me another plant token to draw 2 cards. It should be revealed. And another 5/3 from a land going in the graveyard. I already got the 0/1 from that happening. Now I could do some attacking if I wanted. Attacks the horde directly to the deck and goes into the graveyard. If you've seen some of my other videos, I've mentioned I play kind of defensively just so I can get the plays out in the deck. But we might as well do a little attacking as well. So I'm going to go at him with Titania and Turn Timber. So that would be 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't believe the Horde hasn't gotten an artifact yet. There might be one in here. Yep, here's one. Has the hero reward. I'm not going to use it as I'm doing pretty good. Typically, if I'm not doing as well against the Horde, I might use it. This one in particular says the Horde would sacrifice 2 Minotaurs as this goes in the graveyard. But I'm not going to do that. I'll let the 5/4 stay out, keep coming at me. Hopefully, though, these next 2 cards is not the 3 damage to all creatures. Okay, it is not. I got a lot of little creatures out here now that can die from 3 damage. But it does have this sorcery. Whenever a Minotaur attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn and destroy it at the end of combat. So now it's a 7/4 and a 4/3 coming at me. It's going to be destroyed at the end of combat. Nothing has trample. I got plenty of tokens. So I'll just block them both with a plant. Go down 2 plants. And at the end of combat, they're destroyed. I don't want to forget on this turn, the Horde's turn, to sack a land. Get a 5/3, get a plant, draw 2 cards. And then it'll be my turn. Draw the card, reveal the top. Now, I think I will -6 for at least to draw a card for each green creature. That could be almost dangerous. I don't want to mill myself out here, but it will be fun to draw this many cards. Since these are all green, it'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 cards. Why not? 1, 2, flip that over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now this is going to give us a ridiculous amount of options. I need to just separate out some of these lands here to see what I'm working with. I think at this point in the game, though, it's pretty clear that I'm going to beat the Horde. Even if it does do the 3 damage to everything, I'm going to be getting out big enough creatures. Phylath is a 5/5, the 2/2/4s. And now that I have a handful of other stuff, I can get Rampaging Baloth out, start getting lands in with the Terrain Generator to get out 4/4s. Can return lands back whenever I want with the Splendid Reclamation. And I've got a couple other Planeswalkers in here that can get me out some creatures. It's looking pretty good. This is the newest addition to this one, is the Tifa Lockhart. Double her power, and she gets trample when a land comes in. And as you can see, lands be coming in this deck, depending on what's going on. But I think I'm going to call it. That looks pretty good. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you like this deck, check out the other video I'll do testing it against the God deck. It's another self-playing deck. Or the other video where I will just showcase the cards in the deck, so you can see what's in here. Playing against the Horde and the God deck might not show you everything, so make sure you check out that one as well. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.